Hi again, folks. Back with another, well, this time not a reaction, but we'll do my best to give a bit of a review analysis type thing. I really want to get Opeth on the channel. Opeth are one of my favorite bands ever, and there's been more and more requests for me to react to Opeth songs, and I can't react to them. I've been listening to Opeth since, like, I don't know, 2000, maybe even 99, in around there somewhere. Long time favorite band. And still in my top couple of bands ever, you know. Very difficult to rank bands, isn't it? You know, because there's so many amazing bands out there, and as life goes on, you get into different types of music and so on. But they've still been a steadfast band for me. They've become very big, obviously, in the last sort of 10 years or so. I have to say, I've kind of taken my foot off the gas a little bit since Sorceress, I think, was the last album that I heard. Potentially, their most recent album could be something for me to actually react to. So if you've got any suggestions off that, the reason for that is, I guess, I don't know if I'm on my own with this or not, or if any of you lot out there can relate to this, but when a band becomes really big and a lot of people start listening to them, for some reason, I tend to stop listening to them just as much. I've never really tried to analyze it before and what it might be, but I've always found it, I guess, kind of special when you're into a band that not many other people seem to know of, and kind of keeping it for yourself in a bit of a selfish way. I've been like that for a long time. I don't know, whenever I was into Opeth, like most of my friends at the time hadn't heard them, so I was kind of introducing them to Opeth, and it was only maybe a few of us knew them, and at the time, and it's kind of the same with a lot of other bands, so it's no reflection on the band themselves. The band are getting more popular because they deserve a bigger audience, but same a bit with movies as well. If there's a big hit movie comes out, I don't know, part of me doesn't really want to watch it because I don't want to get involved with all the hype. I don't know why I'm like that. Hey, maybe some of you are like that as well. But anyway, I recently did a classical piano cover of Patterns in the Ivy, which is fairly faithful to the original. Just a couple of embellishments and stuff in there to make it a bit more pianistic. And I do upload different piano performances and my own music and stuff. And because I'm massively influenced by Opeth as a musician, I don't know, some of my music has been compared to Opeth. And I guess it's kind of inevitable when when there's a band that's such a big influence on you, it becomes part of your way of thinking about, how something should be. I have to admit, there's probably a couple of riffs of mine along the way that could be construed as acrophalt theft, anyway. But you could be accused of worse things, the guy's the man. So we're going to do Benighted. It's been a while since I've listened to this. I actually dug the CD out because I thought this was kind of interesting. I don't know how popular this was or not, but whenever I bought this way back, and actually it was when it came out, so there you go, 99. It was a little record store. It wasn't in any HMV or anything like that. I couldn't find Opeth back then, at least not in Belfast, where I'm from. There was a little sort of small record store in Belfast called Hector's House, and they dealt a lot with bootlegs and things like that. So anyway, I actually can't even remember. I have a funny feeling I bought this alone based on the cover, which I did whenever I was quite young. So I'd have been 15 at the time. So this is a promotional copy, for promotional use only, not for resale. So I've never seen anybody else with one of these before, so it might be a common thing. I don't know. It's like a little cardboard sleeve, and that's all it has. So I guess it's for like radio play or something, Even the CD itself has, it has the artwork and stuff on there, but it does say for promo use only, So there you go. Thought I'd show you that. Haven't had an opportunity to show that before. This has made it through the years, So I'll put that back. Snuggle it in with the rest of the Opeth albums. I have fond memories of the time that I got into this album. Made some of the school days a bit easier, coming home and putting this stuff on and escaping for a while, But anyway, I remember being woken up one morning, hearing Opeth coming from the living room, blasted really loud. It woke me up. It's like, I thought I was dreaming at first. But my dad snuck in and stole my Opeth CD. So a lot of the stuff that I had been playing, is he was a bit like, all that screaming and stuff, He couldn't really get past it and thought I was listening to a lot of nonsense. But He obviously heard me playing Opeth, and he knew, despite all the screaming stuff, that he just knew. He was a big prog fan, big 70s rock fan, amongst all different types of different music. So that in itself came a bit of a shock waking up one morning and Benighted was playing. I was like, what is going on here? Anyway, we'll do my best to play this song, give a bit of a chat. Obviously, like I said, it's not a reaction, so I'm not going to be like, whoa, didn't see that coming. So without further ado, after 3, 2, 1, go. You hear the groove in that? So percussive, Okay, so just beautiful playing as always from Michael. It does sound like it's double tracked, doesn't it? If it is double tracked, it's played incredibly tight because there's only little moments, especially in the lower notes, where you feel like, I can hear, that's it's been played twice, and we're getting hard panned. When you listen to him playing those upper notes, it actually sounds like one guitar being played. I guess it's possible that there's some sort of effect going on, within the mixing and the engineering to try and give it a wide sound, but I don't know. I'm inclined to say that's being double tracked. Beautiful ethereal kind of reverb on there as well. That's another thing, certainly way back when I first heard this, it wasn't on a phone. Not to say there's anything wrong with listening to music on a phone or whatever, but so much of the experience these days seems to be, you get your phone and there's light coming off it and there's images and then there's the music. I don't know. Back in the day when I used to listen to this stuff, I would have purposefully put all the lights out, even if it was daytime. I even used to pull the curtains and just sit in the dark, put my headphones on, and then those days there were probably little earbuds, This was on CD, so I would have took a direct thing out, or I would have just sat with the speakers and just sat on the floor, cross-legged. Nothing in front of me, just sat with the music. I can't remember the last time I did that, and it makes me sad, makes me sad, because you go off into a whole different world. I definitely feel like the experience of listening to music is different nowadays. I don't know if I would say it's worse or better or worse or whatever it is, but it feels like it's not quite as good, when I think back to those memories of sitting in the dark, listening to music. You just get transported. And I guess maybe just it's not as easy to do it now, when you're busy and all the rest of it. But certainly back then, that was one of my favorite things. Come home from school, throw the bag in the corner, forget about the homework. That doesn't matter. Get the music on. Get the music on. So here we go.
This night you will be gone, so far away from our weak and crumbling lives. Come into this night when days are done, lost and astray, it must vanish from your
eyes. He just knows how to change the tone, doesn't he? The mood. Just his little sort of clever use of modulations and twists and turns. Opeth, I guess, in a way, have that thing where he loves the repetition of a riff. He'll allow the riff to kind of go round and round and round. But then it's like next chapter. And nearly always, probably always actually, whenever it goes into the next chapter, you're like, whoa, didn't see that coming. But it fits, like a glove. He's just always had this incredible style to be able to just move from here to there. And, you're on such a journey. Where are we going? And then he lets you sit. He just lets you sit in it for a little while so you get comfortable. And then it's like, right, well, hang on, let's change the scene. Move here. Also, do you notice the sort of contrary motion going on there? The vocals are descending while the guitar line is ascending. So you've got musical lines moving in opposite directions. I love that kind of stuff.
Lost in the stream was vanished from your eyes. Came and distorted your sight. Saw you benighted by your pride. Coming to this night.
Double tracked vocals as well, so you get that lovely wide effect. Such a creamy sound of a vocal. Love all the reverb. Reverb can sort of make or break a song, in my opinion. Some people get a wee bit carried away with reverb depending on the song that they're doing, and it just doesn't work. There's something about the way Michael plays the guitar and the arrangement of this, and the way he sings, that this wash of reverb, again, do yourself a favor. If you haven't done it yet, go away and listen to this. And all of the Opeth, in fact, everything, when you get a chance, go and listen to it in the dark. Because, whoa, he takes you to another place.
Your side. Saw you benighted by your pride. Coming to this night, you light alone. Carry your weight, you are flawless, all of us. Coming to this night,
how many of you guys feel the groove in that? Sometimes when I'm at a gig and I see this kind of song, right? So I have seen Opeth a few times live, actually, and I'm pretty sure this is one of their sort of staples. Memory's a bit vague now, last few years, not much sleep, so it's all a bit, I don't know if that comes back or not. Definitely feel like my IQ has dropped a little bit in the last couple of years, just because of the long days and nights and lack of sleep. But I can't remember if they performed this or not. But anyway, it makes me think of sometimes when I find myself listening to something like this, maybe if it's solo piano or something that doesn't have drums or any sort of overt percussion in it, that I can still feel this, and it just feels like I want to groove to it, And I kind of look about, and there's plenty of people they're either sitting or they're standing, and they're completely motionless. Now, it's possible, I guess, their toes going inside their shoe, or they're tapping their whatever, maybe they're tapping their knee with their fingers, so they're maybe feeling that externally somewhere. But this, I don't know. I would find it incredibly difficult to sit and listen to something like this without moving. I don't know. I think it's partly me, maybe just, maybe I do have a natural sense of rhythm that if I feel like I want to move, and maybe not everybody has that. But also, would be inclined to say that's maybe the way he's playing this, that there's such a groove to it that I want to, it's groovy. It's acoustic guitar. It sounds folky, but it's groovy. Let me know.
carry your weight, you are flawless, all of us. Coming to this night, your only home. It's never too late to repent, suffer the love. What came and distorted your sight. Saw you benighted by your pride.
There's that country motion again, Upper melody going up, bass notes descending. Opposing directions, beautiful. I I always find that wee section there almost sounded like it had different time signatures in it, you know, and it could do. I've never analyzed that before, but you kind of get this da 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 da. You know, it doesn't feel straight. You could almost count it in three as well. Da 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 instead of da 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 da. You know, it feels ambiguous. I don't know whether that's accidental. It's just my interpretation of it or whatever. But that little section always made me feel a little bit like it wasn't as easy to follow, and I like that about it. So I don't know. What do you think? That sounds like 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. It's probably not. It's probably just da 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 instead of da 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 da. But hopefully you get what I'm saying about that. You can listen to it in different ways depending on where the accents are. Who else misses Martin Lopez? Who else misses him? And my favorite Opeth drummer, one of my favorite of all drummers of all time. You know, he's got me a bit tongue twisted actually. So much expression and emotion in the drumming. You know, there's just a lot of depth to his playing. He just knows how to lay the groove down, knows what notes to play, what notes not to play. He was just the perfect complement for Opeth, certainly in this era. The guy Axe at the moment, you know, he's a sensational drummer, and I love him. You know, he works with Opeth, of course he does. He's a fantastic drummer. Something special about Martin. Listen to that bass as well. You know, that rhythm section is locked in, very minimalistic, all feel. That snare, man. Vocal harmonies. Saw you benighted by your pride. Temptation as a drummer, there could be dun 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 dun. You know, I love the decision to just dun dun dun. That's what I'm talking about. Taste. You know, just the taste about when to put in the sort of driving stops and when not to. It's just worked out to a T. Came and distorted your sight. Saw you benighted by your pride. Come into this night when you're able. Oh. I'm getting the shivers. Once you're into this night, all minds are stable. Come on. Forget all your needs, lose your grip. Turn this up. Oh, dissonance. Beautiful. Everything just coming together so beautifully. And they leave you wanting more, don't they? Thank you to all you guys that have been donating through the Buy Me a Coffee link and also been buying my music, you know, purchasing from Bandcamp. You know, that's amazing. Thank you very much. That is what supports this channel, because all of these reactions are all copyright, so I don't earn anything from this, you know, and yeah, you're getting adverts and all that, but that's all being collected by the managers and all the rest of that. So if you do enjoy what I'm doing and you want to help support me, Bandcamp's your best bet. Go to Bandcamp, because you can buy that for the same price of the coffee, and you're getting all my music. So thank you very much to everybody that is helping support the channel that way. It means a lot.